So you want to build $1 million brand? Well, I've helped 200 e-com brands do it so far. So helping you shouldn't be any harder. If you can just focus for roughly the next 24 minutes, I'll give you a simple 3-step blueprint for building a $1 million brand. If you're wondering who I am, what qualifies me to say that? My name's Sabir, and I'm responsible for over $1 billion in incremental sales. I've worked with companies like Oren Brothers, Globetrotters, Lions Leather, and from experience, I can say it isn't actually all that hard. You just need to know what to do. So let's get into it. The 3 red flags that kill $1 million brands. Most people fail because they're fishing in a dried up lake. Or worse, they pick markets that advertising platforms won't let them even promote. But what if I told you there are lakes so full of hungry fish, they jump into your boat? I'll show you exactly how to find them. But first, you need to understand the 3 red flags that kill most brands. Red flag number 1, the brand name that gets you banned. I remember the day Sarah called me crying. She had just invested $80,000 in inventory for her new wellness brand. The product was amazing. The market research was solid, but she made one fatal mistake. She named her company MedGlow Wellness. Within 30 days, Facebook banned her ad account. Google rejected every single ad. She had invested $80,000 in inventory that she could not advertise. 6 months later, after we fixed everything, she sent me a photo from her new house. But it almost didn't happen. Here's what you need to know. Your brand name will make or break your marketing. Most people pick names that trigger algorithmic red flags. Immediate rejection triggers include names like med, pharma, health, cure, or fix. Anything that sounds like a pharmaceutical company. Names that imply medical benefits. Words that suggest instant results. But it goes deeper than that. Facebook's algorithm has 3 layers of name detection. Layer 1 is obvious medical terms. Layer 2 is health adjacent words. Layer 3 is what I call stealth triggers. Stealth triggers are words that seem innocent but get flagged. For example, wellness combined with any body part. Natural followed by any other word. Pure with any health category. Advanced with any supplement term. These combinations trigger manual review 89% of the time. And manual review means delays, rejections, and account flags. Facebook's algorithm assumes you're making medical claims. Your ads get rejected before human review. Google has even stricter policies. They require healthcare certification for anything medical sounding. But Google has also category-specific triggers. Beauty brands can't use clinical or dermatologist. Fitness brands can't use therapeutic or healing. Food brands, for example, can't use medicinal or treatment. Even fashion brands get caught. I saw a clothing brand got banned for posture improving shirts. The safe naming formula is simple. Use founder name plus category like Oren Brothers. Geographic plus category like Brooklyn Candle Company. Or abstract plus category like Globetrotter. But here's what most gurus won't tell you. The algorithms are getting smarter. They now scan your entire digital footprint. Your domain name, your social media bios, and even email signatures. Everything gets cross-referenced. I had a client with a perfect brand name, but their Instagram bio said healing through fashion. Instant red flag across all platforms. Even indirect health references can trigger reviews. Words like glow, boost, enhance, or optimal are now red flags. Transform is borderline. Improve gets flagged 60% of the time. Better, combined with any body reference, is automatic review. The entrepreneur I mentioned last week, their product was metabolism boosting tea. Sounds innocent, right? Wrong. Metabolism boosting triggers medical claim flags. T plus health claims equals immediate ad rejection. They would have spent $50,000 on inventory they couldn't advertise. But catching it required de-platform knowledge. Here's my 5-point brand name audit system. Point 1, the Facebook ad library test. Search your proposed name and variations. Look for ads that disappeared after 1 to 2 weeks. That's a telltale sign of rejection. Check competitors with similar names. If they're not advertising, there is a reason. Point 2, the Google autocomplete test. Type your brand name into Google. If it autocompletes with medical terms, you're in trouble. Your brand plus reviews should not show health claims. Your brand plus lawsuit is an instant red flag. Point 3, the trademark database check. Search USPTO for similar names in your category. Medical device classifications kill advertising ability. Even abandoned trademarks leave algorithmic footprints. Point 4, the social media handle test. Try to create accounts with your proposed names. If platforms suggest alternatives, that's a warning. Banned accounts leave name contamination for years. Point 5, the domain history check. Use Wayback Machine on your proposed domain. Previous medical or pharma use is poison. Even old health blog content creates problems. This audit takes 2 hours but saves $50,000. I run it personally for every Rapid2X client. Here's the test I use with every client. Before you commit to any brand name, run this audit. Search Facebook ad library for similar names. Check if any ads were rejected or disappeared. Google your proposed names plus advertising violations. Test it in a small ad campaign with generic product. If you see rejection patterns, change the name immediately. But here's the advanced strategy. Create 3 test campaigns with different names. Run them simultaneously with identical content. The name with the highest approval rate wins. This one step alone has saved my clients over $2 million in wasted inventory. Real example from last month. Client wanted to name their sleep product Dream Fix. Fix triggered immediate rejections. We changed it to Dream Craft and scaled to 400K in 90 days. One word difference, completely different outcome. But avoiding the brand name trap is just the beginning. Because even with a perfect name, there's a second mistake that's even more expensive. And unlike brand names, you can't fix this one after launch. Red flag number 2, the product that platforms won't let you sell. Let me tell you about Marcus. Marcus had the perfect product idea, a supplement that helped with workout recovery. He had third-party testing. He had amazing testimonials. He had $100,000 ready to invest. But he didn't know about platform compliance. Completely banned or heavily restricted categories include anything that goes in or on the body and makes claims. Weight loss products with before and after promises. Supplements that boost or enhance anything. Beauty products that claim to reverse aging. Financial products that guarantee returns. But the real killer is category contamination. Your main product might be compliant, but one wrong SKU destroys everything. I've seen fashion brands add one slimming belt. Entire ad account banned within 48 hours. All products become guilty by association. Marcus learned this the hard way. His first ad campaign got rejected 47 times. Not 5 times, not 10 times, 47 times. Each rejection adds a strike to your account. After 10 strikes, you're flagged as high risk. After 20 strikes, manual review on everything. After 30 strikes, shadow banned from scaling. Facebook flagged his account for repeated violations. Google wouldn't even allow him to create an account. Instagram blocked his product tags. Pinterest banned his entire domain. Even TikTok rejected his organic posts. He had to pivot his entire business model, but the pivot required surgical precision. Instead of selling recovery supplements, he now sells post-workout nutrition. Same product, different positioning. But getting the positioning right took 3 months. We tested 47 different angles. Each angle had different compliance risks. Muscle recovery, banned. Workout support, banned. Training nutrition, approved. Post-workout fuel, best performer. That positioning change made him $2.1 million in his first 12 12 months, but it almost didn't happen. Here's what separates compliant products from banned ones. Safe categories that work everywhere include home goods and organization, pet products that are non-medical, sporting goods and fitness equipment, fashion and accessories, tools and gadgets. But even safe categories have hidden traps. Home goods can't claim stress reduction. Pet products can't mention anxiety or calming. Sporting goods can't claim or promise injury prevention. Fashion can't use corrective or therapeutic. Tools can't claim pain relief, even for ergonomic designs. I've mapped every platform's hidden restrictions. Facebook, for example, has 1,847 restricted keywords. Google, on the other hand, has 2,493 category-specific flags. TikTok updates their list every 72 hours. Amazon's advertising platform is the strictest. But even in safe categories, you need to be careful. One wrong word in your product description can trigger a ban. I've seen fashion brands get banned for using slimming in their descriptions. I've seen pet brands get flagged for calming claims. Kitchen brands banned for detox water bottles. Furniture brands restricted for posture support. Even stationery brands flagged for focus enhancing planners. The platforms are looking for any health or medical claims, even indirect ones. But they're also looking for financial claims now. Earned from home products are instantly banned. Investment, anything triggers manual review. Passive income is a death sentence. Financial freedom gets you shadow banned. Here's my 7-layer compliance framework. Layer 1, primary product positioning. Never use outcome-based language. Focus on features, not benefits that sound medicinal. Describe what it is, not what it does. Layer 2, visual compliance. Avoid all before and after imagery. No transformation photos of any kind. Even testimonials can't show physical changes. Use lifestyle positioning instead of problem solving. Layer 3, copy compliance. Remove all superlatives about results. No best, fastest, strongest, or most effective. Stick to factual product descriptions. Layer 4, category positioning. Place products in the safest possible category. Supplements become nutritional products. Skincare becomes beauty essentials. Weight loss products become fitness accessories. Layer 5, landing page compliance. Your ads might be clean, but your website isn't. Platforms now scan your entire site before approval. One non-compliant blog post kills everything. Remove all medical testimonials and claims. Layer 6, social proof compliance. Reviews mentioning medical benefits must be hidden. Even 5-star reviews gets you banned. Create separate review sections for advertising traffic. Filter out any health or medical language. Layer 7, retargeting compliance. Your retargeting ads needs different copy. Past purchasers can see stronger claims, but mixing audiences triggers reviews. Keep your funnels completely separated. Get specific legal review before launching. Not just any lawyer, a platform advertising lawyer. They should know Facebook's terms by heart. Google policies should be their bedtime reading. This framework alone is worth $50,000 in saved mistakes. I've used this to keep 200 plus brands compliant. 0 bans, 0 suspensions, 0 restrictions. Now I know what you're thinking. This is a lot to track and audit on your own. That's why I've put together something that will save you hours of research. It's my platform compliance master list, a comprehensive document with direct links to every platform's restricted banned categories and policy updates. Facebook's 1,847 restricted keywords, Google's category specific triggers, TikTok's weekly updates. Instead of hunting through confusing policy pages, you get everything in one organized document. It's the same resource I use with my Rapid 2X client to keep them compliant and advertising profitably. I've made it available completely free. Just click the link in the description to grab your copy. Now you might be thinking, okay, pick a safe name and a safe product. I'm protected. That's exactly what the jewelry brand thought. They did everything right right for 18 months. Then they made one scaling decision that destroyed everything in 90 days. This next mistake doesn't kill struggling brands. It kills successful ones. Red flag 3, the scaling trap that bankrupts profitable brands. This one hurts because it happens to successful brands. You've got a product that sells. You've got ads that work. You're making money. Then you scale too fast and lose everything. I watched this happen to a jewelry brand in 2023. They went from 50K to 500K in 6 months. Everything was working perfectly. Their ROAS was 5.2x. Customer acquisition cost was $32. Average order value was $180. 40% of customers bought again within 90 days. They thought they had it figured out. So they made the fatal scaling mistake. They ordered $200,000 in inventory, but not the diversified inventory, all bestsellers. 90% of their capital in top 3 SKUs. No cash reserves for testing new products. No buffer for seasonal fluctuations. Hired 5 full-time employees, but all in fulfillment and customer service. No one in finance or operations. No one watching unit economics. No one tracking cash flow daily. They even signed a warehouse lease. 3-year commitment at $8,000 per month. No escape clause for business downturns. No subletting allowed. Personal guarantee required. Scaling their ad spend to $10,000 per day. From $500 per day to $10,000 per day in 1 week. No gradual testing of higher budgets. No monitoring of ROAS decay. No backup channels developed. 3 months later, I got a call at 11 p.m. The founder was crying. Sabir, I have to lay off my entire team tomorrow. My wife doesn't know yet. How do I tell my kids we're losing the house? That's when I realized something. It's not just about losing money. It's about looking your family in the eye and explaining why you gambled their future on a business you did not understand. The worst part, this was completely preventable. Here's exactly what killed them. October hit, and Facebook CPMs increased 40%. Their $32 CAC jumped to $51 overnight, but they had committed to $10,000 daily ad spend. They couldn't reduce fast enough. Their best-selling SKU had a quality issue. 15% return rate jumped to 45%, but they had no inventory diversification. Cash flow turned negative in week 2. Q4 competition made it even worse. Every brand was fighting for ad space. Their 5.2x ROAS dropped to 2.1x, below break even on first purchase. The math stopped working completely. $51 CAC with $180 average order value and 45% margin. They were losing $8 on every order times 300 orders per day. $2,400 daily loss, not counting overhead. They violated the $1 million ladder protocol. Most brands try to jump from 0 to 1 million. That's like trying to jump a canyon. Instead, you need to climb specific stages. Each stage has a litmus test you must pass. Skip these steps and you fall off the ladder. Stage 1, $0 to $100,000. You need one product that works. No variations, no line extensions, just one perfect product market fit. Pass these tests before moving forward. 40+ repeat purchase rate within 6 months. If people don't buy again, you don't have a brand. You have a one-time novelty. Track cohort retention religiously. Customer acquisition payback under 4 months. If it takes longer, you'll run out of cash. Calculate true payback, including all costs. Most brands forget shipping and processing. 0 advertising compliance issues. 1 violation can shut you down. Test every platform before scaling. Document approval rates meticulously. Monthly cash flow positive for 3 consecutive months. Not just profitable on paper. Actual cash in the bank growing. Include inventory costs in calculations. If you can't pass these, you don't have a business. You have a novelty product. Or worse, a money-burning machine. Stage 2, $100,000 to $250,000. Now you can add complementary products, but only products that increase average order value. Not just more SKUs for variety. Strategic additions that customers want together, but only if you pass these these tests. Consistent 4x ROAS for consecutive 90 days. Not peak ROAS, average ROAS, including all hidden costs, measured across all campaigns. Can scale ad spend 3x without ROAS dropping below 3x. Test incrementally. 50% increases weekly. Monitor performance daily. Pull back immediately if ROAS drops. Average order value increased by 35% plus through bundles, upsells, or premium options, not through discounting. Maintain or improve margins. Email marketing driving 20% plus of revenue. You need channels beyond paid ads. Start building your own audience. Test automation flows extensively. Most brands fail here because they add products too early, or they scale spend without testing limits, or they ignore email until it's too late. Stage 3, $250K to $500K. This is where you build organic channels. Paid ads alone won't get you to $1 million profitably. You need diversification. You need owned media. Email should drive 25% plus of your revenue, not just broadcast campaigns. Sophisticated segmentation and automation. Different messages for different customer types. SEO should bring 15% plus of new customers. Start content marketing now. Build topical authority. Target commercial intent keywords. Organic social should reduce your CAC by 60%. Create content that actually converts, not just vanity metrics. Track revenue from social traffic. Customer service becomes a profit center. Every interaction is a sales opportunity. Train your team on upselling, but maintain customer satisfaction. Skip this step and you'll be dependent on paid ads forever. When ad costs rise, you're dead. When competition increases, you're dead. When platforms change rules, you're dead. Stage 4, $500K to $1 million. Now you can expand to multiple channels, but only with proven unit economics, and only with cash reserves, and only with systems in place, but only if you maintain full compliance across all platforms. Operating capital for 6 months minimum. Inventory turnover under 60 days. Team redundancy in key positions. Documented standard operating procedures for everything. The jewelry brand I mentioned, they jumped straight from 50K to scaling everything. Never built email revenue. Never developed organic traffic. Never tested unit economics at scale. Never saved cash reserves. They never built organic channels. Facebook was 95% of their revenue. No email lists to fall back on. No SEO traffic as cushion. No social media community. Their math worked at $500 per day ad spend, but not at $10,000 per day. ROAS decay killed them. Competition crushed margins. Facebook CPMs increased by 40% in Q4. They couldn't adapt. Fixed costs were too high. No variable cost structure. No way to reduce quickly. Committed to spending they couldn't afford. Their CAC went above their AOV. Game over. No math can save you there. Even with perfect operations. Even with great products. Lion's Leather did it right. They achieved 3x growth, 199.61% increase in 12 weeks through the Rapid 2X program. But they climbed each stage methodically. Stage 1, perfected their hero product. Stage 2, added strategic complementary items. Stage 3, built email to 30% of revenue. Stage 4, expanded to new channels. They passed every litmus test. Never skipped a stage. Never over-leveraged. Always kept reserves. Now they're growing 48% year over year with 9x ROAS. Profitable, sustainable, unstoppable. The difference? They followed the protocol. They respected the ladder. They didn't gamble their future. They built a real business. Those were my 3 steps to building a $1 million brand. But there's a lot of wisdom that I have found to be crucial to building a successful e-com brand that I didn't really have time to share in this video along with everything else. So click here to check out the video where I did share all of that so you can learn everything that I know and use the techniques and strategies that I've used used to be able to generate those $1 billion in sales of your own e-commerce store. So see you in the next one.